Hello, Daryl here. The channel is Programming in Any Language. The supporting website is programminginanylanguage.com or black-duck.com. They both take you to the same place. That's the place where you'll find the videos and PDFs of the code. The video is the Anything Database version 4 part 8, Clear the File. Clear is wiping out all data in memory and starting all over again. That's all it is. Therefore, the process to clear everything is simply clearing the list of all saved records in the application. And again, thinking about the user, it is probably a good idea to ask if they are sure they want to clear everything. Let's take a look. Okay, this one's easy. It's very, very short and sweet. I don't believe we use in fact, I don't think we're going to need the class at all in this one. Basically, we're simply going to clear the file. So one of our buttons on that, on our application is to clear. And it's simply going to wipe out all the data that's actually there. So this is the Anything Database version 4 part 8, clear or clear the file. Basically, you can see it up here in the corner, up in the on the right side here, the clear list, display record count. So all we're going to be doing is wiping things out. We can blow this thing up, so we're simply looking at that. It's very simple to do. We're just going to call something to clear it and go from there, and that is it. What do we need here? Well, basically, we're going to be looking at the records. We'll see a bunch of text names and all this kind of stuff sitting there, but it's all going to simply be blown away. We're going to clear all this stuff off. Our button clear is going to be there. And basically, we're setting up the program to be the same way it was when we first started with this thing, with no records in there at all, except we've got code behind it now, so we can easily add and save and load and all that kind of good stuff. Our panel navigation is going to have to be turned off, because once we get rid of everything, we can't navigate when there's nothing there. So that's going to happen. And of course, our label user message will show that we've cleared the file. So that's all we need here. So let's take a look at the code in this one. What we've got here is the Anything Database version 4 using a class, and we're going to be working with the clear button. So I'm going to double click on this thing right here, and basically we have this thing set here. This is going to be very, very straightforward when we actually do it. Like the delete button we programmed in the last video, we're going to be setting up a message box to handle the information that we're about to do for the user, because we want the user to be able to do it and understand what they're doing and be able to get out if they happen to feel that, I didn't want to get in here, I didn't want to do this kind of thing. So the first thing we're going to do is create a message box. String str message, are you sure you want to clear the entire file? And when a dialog is going to say yes or no, it's going to have the option to do a yes or a no. And then we're going to show that message box in there. That's going to require an if statement. So we're going to put an if in here. And that if's going to look something like this. If result dialog equals yes, we're going to be popping in something in there. So if the dialog says yes, we're going to be doing something. Otherwise, we're going to put an else in here. We're going to say the user canceled the operation. So we'll put a message right down in here, user canceled the clear operation. So really what we have right in here is what the actual code that's going to be handling the delete or the clearing of the entire file. And that's pretty straightforward. It requires simply one line of code, but we're going to require some other things to make our application look good. The anything list.clear clears everything from memory. This does it all right here. It's gone. But we want to set our record count to 0. We want to set our record pointer to -1. There's nothing in the file. We want our navigation to be false. We want to turn off the navigation. We want to clear all our text boxes so nothing's there. And we want to display the record count to show that we have 0 up there. And then we're going to give the user a message that the database has been cleared. That's it. That's all we need to do. So let's save this thing and see how this thing works. Our application comes up, and once again, because load and save work just fine, we can load our data out there without any problems there. We have 4 records in the database, which we can go through and take a look at. Okay, we decided we want to go over, we want to actually wipe this thing out completely and get rid of it. So we're going to say clear. It's going to come out, are you sure you want to clear the entire file? We're going to say yes. As soon as we do that, database has been cleared. There's nothing there. Navigation's turned off. We can't do a thing. We could do an add. If we do an add, we can see if somebody got back in there. We can put Daffy Duck back in there and do our update. And go to the top of the file, and there's Daffy Duck. He's actually sitting on there. We can't navigate it beyond this because we're at record 0. We're at the bottom of the record, which is record 0, and that's all we can do. So our one record is in there, Daffy Duck. So we wiped it out completely. Now we could easily load over this thing and bring it back in, but we're going to go ahead and clear this thing. And we're going to clear the entire file, and it's gone again. So once again, we wiped everything out. The one thing I want to do beforehand is actually go ahead and take a look at that delete button, or that load button we did before. We did it a while back, and we did not clear the file when we actually did it. I'm going to exit out here, and we're going to go over to the load button real quickly and take a good look at it. And as you can see, it's sitting right here. It's going to bring everything in. But what it does not do initially is it doesn't clear the file completely. So we're going to actually do that. So by grabbing this one piece of code that we did, the clearing all the memory from, we can grab this little piece that we did in our clear button here and bring it up to our delete button, our load button rather, and bring it right in here. And actually, we could go ahead and put the message in there and everything else, but we're going to just put this in straightforward. I'm going to put it right in here. And that's going to clear all of our data that we've got out there so that we don't have to worry about going over anything. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do a file save on here. And I'm going to do a start and run again. This time I'm going to load the file. Everything's out there. I've got 4 records out there. Go to the top, go to the bottom. We're looking at 4. Now I'm going to do a load again. And in the past, because we didn't clear it, we were going to duplicate the database. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit load, and it's going to load everything else. It does say 8 up here, but let's see what we actually have. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, oh, we just bombed out here. We have a problem with our anything list at element 8. So our pointer is wrong as well. So we need to do a little more fixing on this thing. So let's cancel this thing out. Debug. And let's go down to where we have that delete button. The clear button, I should say. When we did our clear, we also set our record count to 0 and this to 0. So we don't want to do that next as well. So we can turn that all on. So we're going to fix up our record count and bring that up to our delete button, our load button, I should say, and pop that in right after this. That'll set our record count to 0 and our pointer -1, so we're starting over completely again, so we can just load this stuff and then handle all that. So let's take a look at this. File save all. Try it now and run it. We're going to load. That brings in our 4 records. Daffy, Elmer, Bugs, and Yosemite. Can't go any further than this. Hit load again. Data records complete. Daffy, Elmer, Bugs, Yosemite. Nobody else. So it's clearing the file, setting our record pointer to 0 so we can actually do another count as we go in, and it's taking care of it. So our load is going to happen over and over again. We can do this as many times as we want. To keep on pressing this thing, we're always going to have just 4 records in there. So that fixes that little problem we had before. This is a problem that goes back even, I think, to the structure one we did before, the Anything Database version 3. I don't think our load cleared the file completely when it came in. So that's a bug that we had in there. We discovered it in this particular version 4, and we're all set to go. But anyway, that's fixing the delete button or the load button, but it's also clear in a nutshell. Like delete, clear was pretty straightforward. Our next and last function will take some more thought. Next, we're going to look for search. Thanks for watching. Visit the website when you get a chance, and please subscribe to the channel. There's more stuff coming every week. We'll see you next video.